What's going on, everyone? ANCAP24 here from playbook.gg, and in today's video we're going to use a play from the past. During the Christmas holiday I did some traveling and I was looking at some old videos and I came across one that I used to have in my old YouTube channel called ANCAP24 from Madden 18, and it was something like, you know what, I wonder if that works in Madden 20 because I really didn't use it last year. And this is what this video is about, and showing you how it worked exactly in Madden 18 and how it works exactly in Madden 20. Now, if this is the first time checking out our channel and you want to win more games playing Madden, hit that subscribe button below. Don't forget to also click that bell icon to make sure you never miss any of our videos. So the play is called PA Tight End Wheel. It comes out of the gun spread Y slot, something that we were doing a mini scheme, or actually a whole full scheme from the Patriots playbook, but this play can be also found in Madden 20 in the Dolphins, the Panthers, and run balance. So if you're running any of those playbooks, this is definitely something that you want to look at. Now, what I like to do, and what was really nice about this play, is it's a great cover 3 beater. Okay, and I'm going to start with that. I'm going to show you what it does against cover 2 and what it also does against man coverage. So you have most of the coverages that you can go to if people are running one specific one over and over again. We know we play a lot of people that have these God squads in weekend league. They like to sit in one particular cover 3 and kind of let their defensive line do the work for them, and their paid players, or whatever the case they have, kind of do the coverage for them, right? So it's something that you kind of annoying, but cover 3 can be really tough to play if you're going against these overalls of 95 or above type teams, right? So I'm going to show you a way to beat it. Now, if you can see, I got cover 3 all queued up. You can see I got the curl flats out there. Curl flats don't typically match all players. You have to have specific route combinations to do it, and this does it, okay? All we've got to do on this play is go ahead and block a running back and put the X on a comeback. That's what's going to make this play work. I typically like to put the A on a hitch just to have an additional route that kind of pulls down coverage, okay? And what you're going to see on the left side of the field, Julio Jones is going to go against a player above him that's in a curl flat. That player is going to match the slot wheel, leaving the X wide open on the left side. All I'm looking for on this play is to watch him turn his hips, and I can see his numbers when he basically goes to match up the field, and I'm going to throw it to the X. So watch this. I'm going to watch for that guy to basically turn his numbers. Once he does, I throw it to the X, and we're going to have an easy catch that typically is going to be between 15 and 20 yards, right? So I'm going to go ahead and show that to you again and show it to you on instant replay so you can understand what I'm looking at. So this player here, Julio, is going to take his player, and as soon as I see number 31 turn his hips and go that way, and see how I can see his numbers, the comeback is perfectly timed to where he's coming back and replacing where that player is supposed to be. We throw it, he catches the ball, and we're going to get that ball basically on the 45-yard line, get to around the 40, which turns out to be about a 20-yard gain. Real simple. A lot of people are going to say, what if they play Protect the Sticks? Protect the Sticks absolutely will cancel the matching principle that just happened. That's what the second setup's going to be, okay? Now, when you move this tight end to the left, what he's going to end up doing is move the outside receiver on the left-hand side inside. See how they both move at the same time? I want you to block the tight end and block the running back and put the X on a streak. What's going to happen on this setup? I'm going to not protect the sticks on this first example, then I'm going to protect the sticks on the second example, okay? So if you look at what happens here, the X is going to drive back the cover 3 player, and the Y is going to have a nice opportunity to get an easy catch on the sideline. So watch what happens here. X drives him back. Now we're just going to pass lead over there and have the easy catch that hits the 35-yard line, which you're talking basically a 25 to 30-yard gain. Now, if I go ahead and I protect the sticks, that's exactly the same way. So if you want to run this a little bit easier, what we're going to do is we're going to block the tight end, block the running back. So you got max protection. And then you can put the A on a streak. This is going to be a play where they're protecting the sticks, which is going to be just as easy because we know where he's going to stop. We throw it to him. We pass lead it basically to about the 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock position, and we have an easy catch. Now, when people start seeing that you're doing this a lot, you have this really nice backside S-post by Ridley, right? So I'm going to show it to you here that if you start seeing people that are going to worry about, you know what, I have to haul over to the left-hand side to get there. Say we'll do it with one of these players in the middle. It doesn't matter which player, right? They're going to run to the left. So I just have somebody basically covering him. You're going to see that this B route is really nice once he makes the cut to the inside, that we're going to be able to throw it to him and nobody's going to be there. That route is amazing to keep people in the zones that they are because it's a slow developing route. It gets underneath the coverage as everybody backs up. It goes into no man's land. So most people are going to go into cover 2 type situation when they get this beat. Now I'm going to show you how to beat cover 2 out of it using the same principles. We're going to move Hooper over like we did for the protect the sticks beater. And we're just going to put the X on the comeback, just like this. It's going to be the same principle. We're going to have a 1-2 combination with the Y and the X, where the Y is going to take away the cloud flat, make him turn, and the X is going to get open. Now, we do have the ability to throw it to the B as well, as he's going to be open in the middle of the field, just the way he was against cover 3. So watch this. We're waiting for the outside player to turn his back. We see he turned his back right there, and we're going to throw that ball pretty easily to get ourselves a 20-yard gain. I'll show it to you on instant replay just so you can see it, so you can honestly just be able to kind of time it better, because if you know what you're looking for, it's this player right here. He is going to watch Julio turn him. Once he turns him like that, see how he turns? It's perfectly timed with that comeback with number 13 here, Blake. And I'm just going to motion, see this? As soon as I see I turns it, I see I'm in the passing momentum. I'll hit that player right there at the 45 and basically get our yards, right? Real simple, easy way of beating cover 2. And you really can't cancel your cover 2 coverage. I mean, you can protect the sticks, but that's just not something that anybody does. If you did that, we would just hit the wheel, right? So that's basically how that works. Now, the last thing I'll show you just kind of what I like to do when people go to man coverage. And I'm actually going to get out of this and show you that I like to use a different package. When I start people seeing man a lot, I like to go to a slot wide receiver package. And what the slot wide receiver package will do is basically allow that the middle player on the right to be your player that you're using, right? And it's going to give us a little bit of a mismatch. For this example, I'm going to go to dollar. All right, this way we're not going against nickel, whatever the case is. And I'll go to, let's go cover 1 robber press, right? Doesn't matter. And they already pressed. Now, if people are going to send the house at you, I want to make sure I show you something, right? So if some people are showing the house, like say they have to be able to cover 5 players. So who can they possibly send, right? If they're sending, all their linebackers and their players, they do something like this, where they're manning up something like this, right? This is basically the best way you could send 7, right? You got these guys going across here. They're sending everybody at you. Let's get these guys in here, and they're doing something like this, right? It's kind of like a dime 1-4-6 type look. Easiest way to beat this is just to put the running back on a streak and make them have to cover more than one person. People typically don't want to send 7 against spread formations because their user, say this is their user, or whatever the case is, or say one of these guys are their users, right? They have to really only be able to cover one person here. They can't cover multiple people like they normally would like to do when the tight end's, inside and the running back. It's just really tough for them. So a lot of times, you can just do something where you put, a player on a wheel, put a player on a streak. They come at you, you just throw it really quickly, and you're out to the gate, right? So just from a standpoint, just be smart if they try to send the whole house. You can really use 5 out again with spread and just hit somebody quickly. But for this example, what I really want to show you is just what I like to do against man coverage when people are just trying to change it up because they can't figure out how to stop this. If I move this Ridley, okay, he is the tight end position now, that's a wide receiver slot, to the right. Okay, if I move him to the right, he's going to go left. So I'm motioning him right, but he goes left and stays right there. I really like this spot because it's a spot in which it's really tough for any player to cover because it's not bumpable. He goes basically to the outside, then he goes up the field. So what I'll do is just go ahead and do 2 slants, and I've got 2 slot wheels, one with the Y, one with the A, block my running back, and typically what you're going to see is that the A is going to go ahead, beat his man down the field, and from that tight end position, it's really tough for them to be able to cover that guy. So that's why I really like this play, because you can do some motions to get people in positions to get things to work, right? Now, if I wanted to do it to where I motion this tight end, I can move him in. You can see how A goes to the line of scrimmage, and I can do something like this where I put him on a hitch and maybe even smart route him. and you can get yourself a two-way combination on the right-hand side. But typically speaking, really what you're trying to do here, see how this hitch, even if it's a running back, even if it's a tight end, it's going to not be bumpable, and you basically beat both players. It's just a 1-2 combination that you can keep yourself on the short side of the field where the user typically will not be covering. You can see here, if you go ahead and stop there, 18 was going to beat his player over the top as well. See how we did that? So I want to make sure that you see that you have two nice options against man coverage as well. If they send the house, this is probably not your play that you want to hit your slot wheels or hit your hitches or whatever the case is. You want to basically, do your best to kind of stop that. Another option would be to motion Ridley over to the left, block him, block the RB, and now you're kind of using the Y as a slot wheel to kind of help you out, right? So you can do kind of, something like this. But I just want to make sure that you understand that this play can beat your cover 3 really easily, can beat your cover 2 really easily because of the matching principles, and has a really nice sneaky cover 1 beater when you move that slot wide receiver to the tight end spot to kind of take advantage of that slot wheel from a different position that people are really type of, looking for. So this is a play that I found when I was going through past videos. If you like that type of thing where we go through, ones from the past and bring them to Madden 20, make sure you hit that like button. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us. Love to see you guys follow us as we give you more tips throughout the year. Hope you all had a great holiday season, and we'll catch you on tomorrow's video. Now, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you check out these videos below for the most helpful Madden tips. If you're looking to learn from the best players in the world, head over to www.playbook.gg for the most detailed game plans in Madden.